Sony's Madam Web plan, plot, and everything else. In the last couple of weeks, it's really been a roller coaster of Sony. Sony, Sony, stop, please. No, don't do that. Oh, no. Oh. And then it hits you that they're actually doing the thing that everybody thought they were going to do. So, according to pretty much all the leaks and everything we've seen, there's like 3 spider people in this film, depending on how you look at it. And then there's Uncle Ben, which congrats to the people whose favorite Spider-Man character is Uncle Ben, because you're going to get to see his origin story, I guess. And we're going to see Peter Parker's ultrasound, which that'll be exciting. We've literally gone back so far that we're actually living the meme where Peter Parker will be a fetus. That is something.
That's the premise of the movie.
It's this movie is just Terminator with spider people.
Oh man.
Because how else can we deify Peter Parker any more than the planet already goddamn does?
It is. I hate the idea. Like,
I know what you guys are talking about. It's how there needs, especially for the context of the web of life and Destiny, where it has to have a protector, and currently Peter is that protector, but he shouldn't be the end all be all, because there are others that can fill that role. But for whatever reason, people keep trying to make Peter as the only one.
And that's the thing here. Like, remember all the discourse in regards to the Amazing Spider-Man that started was the moment they dropped the line in the trailer, oh, the untold story. This is how you're destined to be Spider-Man. Everybody was like, nope, we're out. Why would you make a whole movie about that? That's literally what people don't want. Like,
because Sony's been wanting to basically make Peter Parker Jesus for the last 20 years.
And apparently this is going to be it.
This is how they do it. Yeah.
This is going to be it. And again, it is a terrible idea. Like, one of the worst ideas you can make, because it just doesn't work. It does not work for the character, which is, it's like one of those things where you look at what they're saying about it and you're like, how do you keep missing the point on this thing so badly? It's,
I take out the Peter Parker bit. It's not a bad idea for a Madam Web movie.
No, it's not.
Make it the Inheritors as the villain. To be fair, I think they probably are going to be anyway. Just take out the Peter Parker bit, and it's fine. My thing just comes from we have to bring Peter Parker's Jesus. Yeah, it's like, no, I've had enough of that. Move on to someone else. Come on, you literally, it goes against what Peter Parker's supposed to be.
And the thing about it is that there were protectors before Peter Parker. So at that point, I'm like, why try to make it where Peter is the center of that web when he isn't? He's a part of the web.
Right. And the thing with this one is going to be, how do you, let's say we don't know which Peter Parker it is. There's plenty of rumors saying that this is going to be Sony trying to backwards their way into saying, oh, this is Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
100% it's going to be. 100%.
If you do that, you have completely undone his entire arc and everything in No Way Home at that point. Like, you physically unravel what makes him unique, which is no destiny, no nothing, all these things that just kind of happen by accident. And now it makes me think, wait a second. They were talking about these effects of the multiverse on the new animated series, and I'm like, oh no. Like, the more I think about this Madam Web movie, the more I'm like, can WB somehow cancel this one? Like
can they axe of Zaslav now?
Yeah,
please,
throw Zaslav over at Sony, please. Somehow make this a thing, because this does not work for me. It's just.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Morbius. If it does as bad as Morbius did, then you just ignore it. They're never going to reference the fact that Vulture went over to a different universe and apparently stayed there. Yeah. They're never going to reference that. That is 100% not a thing that happens to that character. If this comes out and it tanks, that's unfortunate. That's the thing that was released. it didn't happen in the canon, so it's fine.
Right. It's a confusing mess. It's a web of a giant mess. That's the best way to put it, I think. Like, yeah. See what I did there?
Which is ironic because webs are never messy. They're always like perfect.
Oh, don't worry. This web is messy. It's Sony's Spider-Man universe.
Explains a lot, doesn't it? Dude, I doubt it's going to be Tom Holland's Peter Parker. If it is Tom, you can quite easily just say it's just a variant of Holland.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna sell it as Tom Holland's because they want the people, like the people that don't know any better. But then there's gonna be the people that are like us. We're like, oh no, we see what you're doing. They're like, yeah, but you're not the one we're tricking, right? Like the people
This is how it's gonna go, right? The trailers are gonna show Tom Holland at his age. But in the movie, he's gonna have blonde hair.
Oh.
It's going to be Ben Reilly. The Spider Women are going to cock up somewhere, or like a bit of a strand on the web is going to break, and Ben and May going to call him Ben Reilly, and that's it. He's Ben Reilly Parker going forward.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If they were to somehow just say that, I would honestly be cool with that aspect of it. And then they can do whatever they want, and it's clearly different. It's different enough that we're not like, oh, they're trying to trick us. It's like, oh no, they're just doing this thing on their own. Like, sure, you know what?
Yeah,
fine. But
you have Tom Holland's face in the trailers, and when it comes to the movie, it's a blonde hair. It's literally Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name is. You just have those two be Spider-Man because you can't have Holland play two different Peter Parkers at once. No.
Yeah, no,
it's too much, kid. No.
It is, yeah.
He's like 20s now. But yeah, it's too much.
It would be, but
and I hate that I started that off as a joke. I kind of talked myself into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least it's not like them trying to be like, no, this is the MCU one, because that just doesn't work. Yeah. Like, it does not work at all, and especially because then you've gone so much in a different direction, and you're like, like you go into a different area. It's just like it's not the same thing anymore. It wouldn't work in any way. That's like the best way to explain it, right? Like, yeah.
It's
and then they're gonna have to try to like tie Kraven and everything into it as well. Like that's the thing.
Oh yeah. You watch Kraven will come out, it will tank, then Madam Web will go into reshoots, and then they'll cut the Kraven connection out. They'll replace it with Venom, because Venom's going to be part of this movie.
He has to be, right? I mean,
especially after No Way Home in that post-credit scene. Like, there's no way. No way is that. How does this thing like do the multiverse? Like you watch, the symbiotes are going to be from the web, and that's going to be their thing. Like Noel's going to have made the web a long time ago, and it's Madam Web's like keeping him at bay or some crap like that.
I mean, yeah, and like you said, like they said they're gonna get their Spider-Man versus Venom. Now, is that Venom 3, or they set it up here somehow? Like, they got a couple options, but I'm afraid they're just gonna take the laziest one because Sony.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. They won't give a crap.
Yeah. It's
for all we know, for Venom 3, they could literally just make Venom, but it's the MCU one, and then they completely ignore the fact that the glob of the symbiote is left behind in No Way Home. And do it that way.
Yeah, they could. Well, I suppose we'll know more soon because more leaks keep happening. So when they happen again, or when we eventually get the trailer and teaser and whatever else, I mean, by the end of the year, because they always go to the Brazil show at the end of the year, and that's typically where they do their stuff. So we'll probably see something then, and then we'll have more of a, I guess, way to judge it. So stay tuned for that. But going on to our next topic,